Yeah. There she is.
I don't know why we're enormous. I feel like we can be a little smaller. There we go. I know the people come for, and Nick is also here.
Of course.
Just today, I want to get my Necron flayed ones onto the proper bases because this came in the mail today. Brett S. Hey-o!
Hey.
Wait.
I think you sound a little quiet. Go to settings.
That? Hello?
I'm not sure. Let me here. Let's see.
Is this doing anything?
Yeah, so if you go...
Woo! Nope, that doesn't do anything.
If you go to sound, and then
output or
input? Input. And you raise that up just a little bit.
It's at 96, so let's put it up to 100.
Amazing. Call tech support.
Clickbait!
I'm gonna say that's fine.
Yeah.
So, it isn't the last stream because we're gonna have more streams, but we're gonna take a little break for 2 weeks. So our next stream is gonna be on the 18th. Except if you're a Patreon supporter, then you get your normal Friday streams.
Yes, you do. You lucky so-and-so.
Exactly. But we're going to be doing this because we're both redoing our spaces where we're working.
Yes. As you can see, there's no toys or paint or anything behind me. Yeah, we're rebuilding the set.
Yeah.
Get all the troubles on the last stream. Of course.
SEM, nice. I'll have my minis by then, and we will paint together. Yeah. Are we both doing basing?
Probably. I mean, that's most of what I have to do. These ones, I feel like these are slightly different than the other ones I bought, even though it's from the same guy. These have much more of a texture.
Well, I bought those recently.
I guess we'll have to see. These are probably just as textured as a proper GW base.
Do you think
the
that
other ones were very like glossy, shiny?
Yeah. So do you think that they're less glossy, just in general?
No, because the sides are the same amount of glossy. I wonder if the texture, if these are maybe from an earlier run or something when the dye was still good.
Clickbait.
What did you call it? I didn't even look.
I said the last stream.
Yeah,
Warhammer 40. Yeah, Warhammer 40k Necrons and the last stream.
The last stream before more streams.
Yeah, the last stream before. Exactly. Will you take a break from videos at all or only streams? So we'll have a video out about that on Monday, but what we're going to do for the next 2 weeks, we're just going to have Wednesday videos. So 2 videos for these next 2 weeks. And then on the 18th, we'll be right back at it.
But you can expect a new, shiny, very well lit set.
Yes.
Because we literally, the way it worked is we decided to restart the channel. We built a set out of things in my basement and then said, yeah, let's do this for 6 months.
Yeah. And we had, we have this. It's such a weird setup, and so we have to move everything around no matter what. So if we're
Constantly.
doing like a video, let's say we're doing a basing video, that's a kind of different setup than doing a normal or like our Wednesday video. And then that's different compared to the stream. So it's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try to make it a little bit easier on us to be able to film. And then I don't really have a good filming setup. So I'm going to have a filming setup so that I can do a giant video. We're both going to be, so the first week is going to be fixing the setup. Then the second week is going to be filming a giant video.
Oh, yeah. Huge. Man, these models are old to me. CK's 3D prints. Just sorting out my models. I found loads more. Still no upper chaos part. But found an Elven Blood Bowl team. SEM. Please, more videos about the miniature history, evolution of specific models across time. Those are very interesting. Yeah, we have at least one more of those planned in the works, and we'd definitely like to do more. I'm actually planning on doing one about codexes. The patrons yesterday inspired me to take a look at all the Necron codexes that have been published. And I think it'll be really interesting to look at the evolution.
Yeah.
The digi evolution, if you will.
That is quite the sound that I get to hear. And probably everyone else does.
Used a Steinelres white primer and working from there, but what company has good whites? So I have to paint a whole bunch of white stuff in the near future because my Necron scheme is white, and I'm actually thinking I'm going to prime black still. And then I'm going to prime black and then probably airbrush medium gray and then airbrush a white. Because I feel like the recesses and hard to reach areas should probably still be dark. Sometimes the tricky thing if you prime it white is like the armpits are white, the in between the legs is white, and it really shouldn't be. So, yeah, priming strategies. It's kind of interesting. I guess maybe a gray gives you best of both worlds, but then you still don't want to be like the underside of his arm is black, but then his armpit's gray. I don't know. It's tricky.
40k sanding ASMR.
Yeah.
Exactly.
SEM. By codex, you mean the evolution of the rules/lore. Probably mostly looking at the lore. I don't know how I would look at the rules, because it just changes. And the rules and the lore are different things.
And you'd have to kind of know the rules of like how to play 3rd edition.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never learned anything pre-6th edition. I learned 6th, 7th, 8th, and I guess I'll have to learn 9th. Red S. Just cheat and don't paint a white army.
There you go.
Man, 60 grit sandpaper is blasting through. I've clipped the 28 or the 25 millimeter base, and then I'm just giving it a quick sand to get rid of the little dent from the casting, and then the 1937-99, the serial number, and then Games Workshop 2006. I have 20.
Kilgore Void, last stream my butt.
Kilgore Void.
Hey. Well, you won't have a last stream because we're still going to be doing our Patreon streams on Fridays. But we'll be back to our normal schedule on January 18th.
Do these minis have molded on bases? No, but I did a really good job gluing them down. So I'm just going to take their whole base and glue that to the 32.
I wish I could do that.
That's the easiest way to do it, I think, for me and these models. I did not do a great job though. I mean, feet straight down to the base is fine if you're not going to do any basing, but I did basing, so yeah, it's a little there was some learning that happened in the past many years.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this guy feel like he's busted? No, I guess not.
Is it because he's busted?
I mean, they're not like I've had some of the weirdest things. Like look at this Necron. This leg here, can you guys see? It broke in the weirdest place, just right in the middle of his leg.
Huh.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Ooh, SEM. I'm planning to use the Necrons from the Recruit Edition as flayed ones for Kill Team. Neat. Yeah, I didn't even think about running Necrons as Kill Team.
Oh yeah.
For so long, the Necrons have been in kind of rough shape.
Mm-hmm.
Once they're gorgeous and perfect, then yeah, they'll be going into some Kill Team.
Zerg619, will you be around your Reddit if I post new papercrafts? Yes. And we will be back on January 18th. So just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe Necrons are on 32s. No. I like that Necrons are on 32s, because, I mean, if you look at this is a regular pair of Necron legs, and most of the feet are off the base. 25 is too small.
I love it for orcs too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand that it makes it worse for the game.
Yeah.
But I'm a little okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks nice.
They seem to be funny conversions. Yeah, I made these out of Necron Warriors in high school. Some of them have cool conversions, I think. Like this one has a claw from a Wraith, a Necron Wraith. But like this guy's just got spikes on his back. What are some other funny ones? This guy, he's just got spikes on his shoulders, and his arms are crossed in front of his chest. This one's kind of cool. He's got like a... he's got a cable. One arm is just a cable, and then the other arm is a... I don't even remember what Necron kit that comes out of. Maybe Lich Guard?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a War Scythe? Dr. Jogel. It may have been an internal air bubble or impurity in the casting that weakened in that spot. Probably.
That makes sense. I think it just gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, I don't want to do this.
He hasn't painted a Necron in 5 years. There's no point.
Yep.
This in particular is my favorite one right here. He's pretty great.
It's not showing up yet. Ah, I love him.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish this guy. He's the only one. 20 flayed ones. This one's just a pair of legs. But other than that. Got too many Necrons lying around. Small herd of giraffes. Happy New Year, all.
Craig Turpin.
Necrons.
Craig Turpin, hello, every bloody.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Brett S., you painted Necrons this past summer, didn't you? Yes, I painted 5 Necron Immortals to see if I could update my color scheme to something better. All his days are leg day. I wonder, this would be hilarious. I'm sure this would be hilarious just to me, but I think it'd be really cool to have a Necron army and convert all the heads to be Bionicle heads.
Oh, that would be fun.
They would fit right in. The SEM, a dream of Bionicle Necron conversion. You have inspired me. Notorious Champ, what do you mean last stream?
We're gonna be taking a little bit of a break to do one giant video, and we're redoing our set. So we'll be back, but we'll be back, and we'll be back on Monday, January 18th. And yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of stuff to do.
Kilgore Void, I'm definitely shifting away from 40k for a bit. Gonna slide back into some historical stuff. Got the itch. Harkins Aquatic, a Bionicle Titan. I could make that happen. I have a lot of Bionicles. A Bionicle Titan would just be a Bionicle. Kilgore Void, Eons of Battle will be back in 3 to 5 years. Yes.
No, we wouldn't make an announcement.
Yeah.
We would just leave.
That's a really good point.
Yep. We would just leave. Post and ghost, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully one day we'll do it again.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
You know what's one of my favorite Necron models now? This guy, the Royal Warden. He's a lieutenant, and I'm hoping that this is a better gun than just a gas flayer or Gauss flayer that the Immortals carry. But I just love him. I like he's kind of got like a little half cape going on. He's nice and big. Love it. I actually have another one of these on the way because I'm gonna need more than just one lieutenant. And the Necron Indominus models are dirt cheap. Like every HQ is under $10.
Wow.
Weirdly, I think the Royal Warden is actually going more than the Overlord. And if you want this guy, the Scalpek Destroyer, it's like $11. I think I get why though. It's because people want to amass, warriors and scarabs and those models, but they don't want to amass the heroes.
That makes sense.
It also shows you just how inflated Space Marines are because of the rabid fan base for Space Marines. Because I feel like the Indominus models are going for a lot of money if you're playing Space Marines. SEM. I will search for 3D printable Bionicle heads, I swear. Ooh, Harkins Aquatics, I made some Spruecrons.
Nice. Love a good Spruecron.
SEM. I bought some Mark III Space Marines since they remind me of those Mega Bloks Dragon Little Warriors I had as a kid. It would be nice to put them up against some NECRONS. It would be a cool idea to put a felt on the shoulder of the Royal Warden. You mean the cloth felt? Yeah, the Royal Warden. Love him. I actually, this is a custom head. I have no idea where I got this head from, but it was in my bits bin. So, he's kind of got neat, like, goggles. Bredas, I picked up an extra set of Skobek destroyers and a couple more of the Cryptothralls for next to nothing on eBay. Yeah, I picked up some more Cryptothralls too, because I suspect I'm going to be running a lot of Cryptex. And I think the Cryptothralls, you can get them for free if you bring a Cryptek. Not for free, but they don't take up a slot. Looks like it's from the Hexmark. That's true. Yeah, the Hexmark Destroyer. I wonder, so we have the Skopek, the Skorpek Destroyers and the Skorpek Destroyer Lord. We have, I forget the name they call them, but we have the new Destroyers and the Destroyer Lord, and then we have the Hexmark Destroyer. Are we going to get a Hexmark Destroyer Lord? Because it seems weird that we have lords for the other two types, but not for the lord, or not for the whatever it is, a Hexmark Destroyer. SEM. I envy so much that you can buy minis on eBay. Over here, you just get conned. Bredas. Yeah, that's right, Jay. My logic is you should have 2 Cryptothralls for every Cryptek you run. Yeah. TK 3D prints. I need to start printing out a shed load of bases for my old models. Seems I seem to have lost so many bases. Yes, they go into the ether, never to be seen again.
Or basing videos.
Oh my goodness. Salinator. What's a healthy percent of your income to spend on Warhammer? Probably 0. If you're asking for the healthy number.
I mean, I was gonna say 100%, but I guess that's wrong. Spend 100% of your monthly income on Warhammer. I think the healthiest thing is to not own anything at all.
Probably.
To live in the forest, probably. Start a commune with people. That's probably the healthiest way to live.
Yeah. I mean, cults are really fun up until a point.
Yeah.
I would love to join a cult.
Well, I mean, we can make that happen. Is that one of your resolutions for this year?
Yeah. I think there's a little cult commune on 137.
Oh, there totally is. Oh my
be,
gosh.
Right?
That's exactly what it is. Zerg619. I'm gonna buy more stuff to create better paper crafts. Yeah.
We got a great comment the other day from 9 Hobby Tools. Imagine that, someone commenting on 9 Hobby Tools. But
every day.
they were talking about, you seem to be the one of the few people who has problems with super glue and dropper in bottles. So what you do is, after you're done with the super glue, you have to let it sit upright for a few minutes, and that to let it settle back down into the bottom. And then you take a pin and you stick it down the applicator cap, and then you pull it out and wipe it clean. I don't want to do any of that. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing. I don't want to do any work. I want a beautiful, perfect applicator tip. And by the time it starts to get even slightly gunky, it's empty, and I just throw it away and get a new one. That's perfect. I don't want to be careful.
But being careful is cool.
It's not. Was Iron Man careful? Harkins Aquatics just got my Anycubic Photon Mono C, and can't wait to start printing in resin. Had an FDM printer for years.
That sounds really fun. Last stream, but why? Well, we're going to be redoing our set. We're going to be filming a giant video, but we'll be back January 18th. So just for right now, for these next 2 weeks, we won't be streaming. Although, if you are a Patreon supporter, then you'll still get your Friday streams.
Yeah, your super awesome Friday, a late night streams. We get wild.
We say whatever we want. Exactly.
Sample text. I see you're conducting the great rebasing. Yes, I am.
You better believe it.
I think I'm doing the... I think I got this technique from Striking Scorpion something. Striking Scorpion something 4261. Bunch of numbers.
Exactly. Yep. You got it. Brett S. regretting the title. Brett S. regretting the title of the stream yet? I'm not, because we've had the most people join the stream than we ever have.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that people would join just based on that, just so that they could hear us say that. So I hope to have to say January 18th at least, I don't know, 15 more times before the end of the stream.
It'd be really funny if the very last thing they hear is like, "Oh wait, it's not the 18th, it's the," and then just cut out.
Oh my gosh.
Ed Chimera, go buy some more miniatures. Keep up the good work. Thanks,
Wow.
Ed Chimera. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Wow.
Well, we're getting paid to not stream. No,
that makes sense. But yeah. Well, that's great. Really appreciate it. Swag.
Dr. Jokel, so is your new set going to have a big curtain where the guests come through and chairs for them to sit in?
Yes.
Actually, what it's going to be is it's kind of a weird design. It's like a hole in the wall with these cool texture panels, and then it's lit red with 2 booth seats and then microphones in the middle. And we're going to have Joe Rogan. And
oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to have a house band. It's a little expensive, but I think that $50 is going to go a long way.
Yeah.
The musicians
they're only going to play the Sneaky Weasel.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty funny. But yeah, it's gonna be good. And really, it's just I mean, it's gonna look different. It's gonna be nice, but then it's an efficiency thing to help us make the videos even better and switch to streaming even easier.
Sample text. I haven't played 40k since 6th or 7th, so I think I have to rebase most of my stuff. I'm rebasing a lot of my Necrons because right now is a convenient time to do it because everything needs to be fixed and repainted. But if my army was like great, ready to go, I don't think I'd rebase anything.
Yeah, and we talked about this yesterday, where it kind of like if you're just a casual player, which I mean that's what we are too.
Yeah.
There's no point. But since Jay's army is in dire need of repair, and so is mine, it's like we might as well. And I hate my basing scheme that I picked for my orcs, so it's fine.
Yeah. And we're a basing channel, so we better have top notch, awesome updated bases.
Mm-hmm.
Jungar, waiting for the Drukari Codex to come out. Might have to do some rebasing. Ooh, are you gonna get the new Lilith Hesperex? SEM J Rogan.
Duncan first guest. That'd be funny.
Oh, if we could get Duncan.
I think we could get Duncan.
Oh yeah, he's not that much.
Hey Duncan, would you want to do our show? That'd be fun.
Harkins Aquatics. How to repair your old base video. I've been thinking about something like that, but I don't know. I think Striking Scorpion just nailed it, and I can't just take his technique. So everybody go watch the Striking Scorpion video. I think he rebases his Imperial Fist Space Marines. Any thoughts on the Seraptech Heavy Construct? Is that the Forge World? I think it's fine. I don't love it like I love a lot of the Forge World units, like like all the bug ones, the Acanthrites and the Stalkers. I love those. The Heavy Construct, I don't know. I mean, this doesn't mean much, but I feel like it doesn't look that Necron-y. Like,
was that the one with the... what does it look like?
Its body is kind of a ball, and then it's got these spider legs,
and
then two guns that hang off of either side of it.
Yes,
and
I think I remember.
And a itty-bitty little head. It's not bad. I don't particularly love it, though. It just looks a little awkward to me. Like, the front legs are so big. And I know there's precedent for that because of the Triarch Stalkers. It kind of just looks like a giant Triarch Stalker. So, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it, which means I have the worst opinion on it.
That's true.
It's only fun if I go hard one way or the other.
Exactly. All I hear is a little wish-wash, if you know what I mean. Splish splash. Sounds like you're taking a bath.
Yeah. SEM. Jay and Nick, what factions do you play? Well, I play Necrons. And I play Space Marines. And then I collect, I would say... And I play Genestealer Cult. I have played with my Genestealer Cult army before. I also collect Deathwatch. Is that it? Deathwatch, Orcs, and... That might be it. Space Marines, Necrons, Orcs, Deathwatch, and... God, I feel like I'm forgetting something big. Genestealer Cult? 5. 5 armies.
Yeah. I have Orcs. I play Orcs, and then I have some Dark Eldar and regular Eldar. But they're, oh my gosh, if the Orcs are rough, those are just, man. I think at the ends of painting or finishing my Orc army, I think I'm gonna, man. I might sell, I was talking about selling just the Dark Eldar, or both the Eldar and Dark Eldar. I mean, but that new Eldar box set or the new Dark Eldar stuff looks kind of
Mm.
neat. So I don't know. I have to think about it.
The Games Workshop has been quietly pooping out new Dark Eldar stuff. Like
Hmm.
one model every 18 months it seems like.
Yeah.
Because
So I don't know. I
I
have
was
to.
looking around after I saw Lilith, and I'm like, oh, I'm
Mhm.
surprised some of these kits are plastic now.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about it, but I do. I mean, my treat for finishing my orc army is to get some Gloomspike kits. So that might be the next thing. But I might hold. I think I might hold on to at least the Dark Eldar.
Mm.
That's the one I was gonna get rid of, but I think I don't know.
I think the Dark Eldar are
They're
way
tricking
cooler
me.
than the Eldar.
I would agree with you. So, and I do
TK
have an extensive Dark Eldar force.
TK's 3D Perts. Jay, now following your Twitter account, I just uploaded some photos there for you of the models. I have no idea what they are, and see if you can identify them.
Oh, let me get that. Hey, Joey Flores. Discord server. I think that's one of the things we're gonna figure out in these next 2 weeks because we've had a bunch of people ask us about the Discord stuff. So we don't have one now, but we may have one soon.
Like I just noticed now that Ed Chimera gave us $49.99. I thought it was $5, and
No, yeah.
I was excited about that. Holy moly, Ed Chimera! Thank you so much. We really appreciated it.
Yeah. It's
Was that an accident?
sometimes you type in an extra nine.
Yeah, or you forget the decimal point.
Yeah. It is very nice.
Yeah.
Eons of Discord.
TK's 3D prints. Remember, folks, 28 peeps watching and only 8 likes. Show your support, costs nothing, and helps out the channel. Yes, if you can like or dislike. I love them both equally. Jungar, Drazar, the Incubi, and Lilith are the new plastics. So yeah, like one new model every, year and some change. The Salinator, it'd be cool if Games Workshop or Forge World made the Necron Titan. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what the Forge World is. I don't love it, but I get a lot of people do really dig it. I don't know though if Necrons need a Titan. I mean, they kind of have a Titan in the Obelisk. I know it's not the most impressive thing in the world. In the lore, it's like the size of a battleship, but the model is only like 15% bigger than the regular monolith. Sample text. Hopefully they give us back the other named characters or give us the option for Archon Succubus on jet bike or board. Ooh, that would be cool if you could take a lot more units on jet bike. That'd be really cool if you could literally have all your Dark Eldar models on like vehicles, or have like Furies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally everything is just incredibly fast. TK's 3D prints. I hate plastic. I would not mind, but they charge way too much for them. At least in the old days of metal, you got what you paid for. I don't know if that's true. I mean, you definitely paid less per pound. And the new plastics are certainly very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like metal. I buy some metal. I've painted some metal. I don't prefer it. I would definitely take resin or plastic over metal. And metal, you can only get so big. Like, I have a couple of metal Space Marine dreadnoughts, and they're ludicrously heavy. Like, if I dropped it on my foot, I'd probably break a toe. So, the nice thing about plastics is you can go big.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. Dr. Jokel. It doesn't cost something to like the video or to dislike the video. I have to expend the necessary energy to raise my hand and click, which I could have done rather than typing this out. But it's too late now. Sample text. Dreadnought paperweights. They would certainly hold down some paper. You know what, though? I've never found my paper flying all over the place. I've never once in my life needed a paperweight.
I don't know. It sounds like you're not living.
Ah.
You're not living a crazy life then. I agree with Brett S. And if you want to support even more, join the Patreon.
Yeah, and you'll get streams in these 2 weeks.
Yep, you'll get streams these 2 weeks, and we're gonna be posting a lot of stuff because of our little renovation, and a bunch of stuff about our armies as we're working on them.
Yeah, our patrons are not gonna have to wonder what we're up to.
No.
They're going to get some very cryptic hints.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. I completely forgot.
Ah, nice.
I have a burp water.
TK's 3 prints. But when you buy small stuff, it's overpriced. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like, though, if they made the models still out of metal, they would still have it be overpriced.
Yeah, that's true.
If they were doing it now.
Wouldn't it be great if Games Workshop decided to come out with like a limited edition metal model? Like a metal Primaris Space Marine? That would Space Marine players are crazy. Do you know how fast people would snatch up metal Primaris Space Marines?
People would do it. People would say that's the only way to play a Primaris.
Yeah. SEM. Plastic itself is dirt cheap, so it'll always be overpriced. Yeah. You're paying for a little of everything. You're paying for the sculptor, the painter, the box, the shipping, the distribution, the spot on the shelf. You're paying for a little of everything, but you really are paying kind of a lot.
Mm-hmm. They'd be overpriced and use the word only in the price.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah. Only $69.99.
Mm-hmm. 2 payments of. Let's not be crazy.
Yeah. I want a good April Fool's joke is if they said like you can take out a loan through Games Workshop for your army. Like you can buy the whole thing at once, but you can take out a Citadel loan. That would be pretty fun.
They can repossess your army.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then that becomes like a TV show, like when they repossess people's cars.
Only $75 for the new limited edition Primaris Lieutenants. Oh, you know what model costs $75? The Forge World character series Sigismund. And I don't think he looks that good. Which is too bad, because I play Black Templar, so I would love to love him. Mm-hmm. But I think the model's a little meh. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit really meh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a Primaris Sigismund. I mean, that would make no sense, because he's been dead for thousands of years, but...
Operation Hobby Repo. Exactly.
We need to get Duncan back for the show.
Ah, that'd be so fun.
Little good cop, bad bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Drokel, get your Games Workshop Citadel loan today. Cash for the cash god.
Yeah.
I love that. Honestly, that sounds like a skit that we should make. We should get a Games Workshop like printed polo like they have.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that would be so funny. Do they have merch?
I think they do make merch, or I think they have like a secondary company that they.
Is it? I like to think it's a plastic shirt, or you have to sew the shirt together. Like,
and paint it yourself. Dye it yourself.
that would be amazing. Brett S. Get your loan now at First Bank of the Imperium.
Yeah. You can take it. You can get your money in imperial notes, American dollars, or corpse starch.
There you go.
There's a scarab living in your debris. Yes, I have a bunch. I bought a whole bunch of these metal Necron scarabs because on my scarab swarm bases, I have tons and tons of the second version, the plastic ones, and so I think I'm going to sneak in some metal scarabs and some of the brand new scarabs from the Indominus box. So I'll have scarabs through the ages on each base. Isn't there two Sigismund models? They changed one to be a regular Praetor or champion on the site. I didn't know that. But I don't know. I think Squatty Marines, now that we have Primaris, I don't know if I can go back to Squatty Marine.
Once you go Primaris, you never go back.
Yeah.
The title of the video should be Games Workshop Took My House.
You should get a dodgy Redbubble print with the text misspelled. Dr. Druckle, I want mine in Republic credits. They will do fine. Also, what's weird is like, Watto is like, Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real. But I think he just accepts, like, money. Like, it's not like he was asking for gold.
Yeah. Well, maybe gold is worthless. A long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Watto. I mean, he wasn't a great guy, but you don't expect to be taken advantage of by a Jedi. I guess, yeah, the Jedi aren't allowed to have attachments or relationships or love, but they are allowed to lie.
Well, lying is fun. Have you ever lied before and got away with it?
Yeah, it's great. To base my Necrons, I sprinkle on a little bit of slate pebbles, and then regular pebbles, and then some medium grain sand, just a sprinkling, and then some fine grain sand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a little bit of a Mars thing for these guys. Harkins Aquatics. I can play in Beskar. When Mandalorian first dropped, I came real close to buying some Beskar from Etsy. JPC, so organized with all your basing sandstone. Oh yeah, you gotta be. Dr. Joko, Watto really wanted Qui-Gon's booty, but Qui-Gon was too drunk to take the hints. I think we've finally gotten to the bottom of it. TK Studio Prints just tweeted some pictures of the mummy I'm painting.
Yeah, I gotta send you the pictures.
Yeah. It's not bad for an hour. 20 Necron flayed ones re-base sized, and then 3 Scopec destroyers. Ooh, one thing I remember I wanted to ask the stream. Who are some good YouTubers for tactics? I think I started to listen to a guy, I think it was like Table Tactics Minions, but I wasn't really digging it. But I want something that will break down the new Necron tactics.
There we go. I just sent those the pictures.
Ooh, sweet.
From TK Studio Prints.
Oh, it's gonna be a hot sec. I got wet glue on the. I got wet glue here.
Don't we all?
This is time sensitive. I find that wood glue is really good for basing because it dries much harder than Elmer's glue or white glue.
Whoa, why'd you have to bring that into it? I'd just say school glue.
Brett has Auspex Tactics. Yeah, I love Auspex. He's got a great video on the Centurions, which is one of my favorite units for looks. I've never played them in a game because they're not painted. I just poured a bunch of pebbles in my lap.
Saving those for later.
Yeah.
Dre Flores, try Tabletop Titans and Tabletop Guard for Tactics.
We should start a
Tap
tactics
Top
channel
Guard
with tabletop in the name.
Yeah. Eons of Top.
Yeah.
Eons of Tabletop.
TK's 3D prints. It's the first model I've painted in 20 years, so be kind. This from the person who's painted 150 copies of Space Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Come on, open. Ooh. Oh, this is a big model.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I love the purple skin and then the light tan rags or I guess binding. Yeah, this looks great.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he's gonna come and get you.
Yeah.
And a nice contrasting base too, which is good.
Romeo Barnett. Damn, you guys play? I'm just here for the arts and crafts. I think we've had delusions of playing for for the better part of a decade.
Many. Mm-hmm. But it's a new year, right? So you never know.
Try Tabletop Titans and Tabletop Guru. Tabletop Guard for tactics. So basically, look up tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
All these people have tabletop in the name.
Mm-hmm.
Another for Auspex Tactics. Very calming voice. Be ready to maybe snooze. I think I've listened to some Tabletop Tactics before. Or Auspex Tactics. He's very good. I do like when they're nice and calm. I was listening to somebody who kept getting really kind of emotional, and it kept taking me out of it.
Like emotional, like angry?
Yeah, well, because he was getting angry that a model didn't have very good rules.
Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is.
Sample text.
You can't change it.
Might be a few older books on eBay for cheap, but I think there are some PDFs floating around on the interwebs. Oh yeah, if you're bidding on some 40k books right now, you might be bidding against me.
So stop bidding.
Yeah.
Joey Flores, let's be real. You'll play one game within 1.5 months, then plan another one soon after, only to do it about a year later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brett S. That sounds like Tabletop Guard. Probably. Sample text. I found the original Sigismund model is the Imperial Fist Command Bundle. Looks better than the character series, in my opinion. Ooh. Brett S. Is he salty about the Canoptech Reanimator? Yes. Yeah, that's the video I watched half of. A little too... I don't know. I don't think it was an act, but he just went on and on and on about how it was just so garbage and how the rules were so bad and it didn't have to be that way.
Well, it is. So that's how I always feel.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just have to deal with it. Which it can be unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But is what it is.
I had kind of an interesting thought the other day. I think I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about how if you're playing somebody good at pool, you'll lose 100 times out of 100. And I thought,
love his pool talk.
Yeah. And I thought that's really interesting because you totally would expect that. Like if you're playing chess against someone really good, you expect to always lose. Or if you're playing pool or playing basketball or you're doing anything as a novice against somebody with a lot of experience, you would plan on losing almost every time. But it seems like that's not really the expectation with miniature wargaming. I think the kind of the role-playing aspects are kind of baked into the game, and so you kind of expect like a certain level of like back and forth and give and take.
I see. That's an interesting idea.
Auspex Tactics and Grewmen are good. I don't think I've heard of Grewmen. Dr. Trokel, not if you crack him over the head with the pool cue. But yeah, 40.
Don't bid
War
on
Games.
Drakari books.
I might be bidding on a Drukhari, but one time I got sniped. It was like I was bidding on something that had like 3 bids in total over the course of like a week, and at the last possible second, they bid like 50 cents up on me and took it.
Oh,
Just got sniped. I didn't even think about it because it's not like there was like a big. Sometimes you get like a big back and forth the day of, where the price kind of it gets to where it's gonna get, but no, they just sniped it out from under me.
Wow. And how much did you cry after that?
Oh, days.
Days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. It's pretty bad.
Joy Flores, I expect to be a professional at everything I do 100% all of the time.
Well, that makes sense. There are a lot of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of sore losers.
Yeah. See, I am not a sore loser at all because I have to be. I'm always losing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this I don't know. This orc was put together by not me, and man, its arm just fell off. It doesn't want to be alive. Good old these Blackreach ones that I got from Daniel. That was one of the big reasons why I got into the game. I got free models.
Yeah.
Because then he gave you the Space Marines, right?
Yes.
Some Space Marines.
I think he gave everything to me, and I gave you the orcs.
Ah, yeah. That was very nice of him.
Or I told him to give you all the orc stuff.
Yeah. And I think we played a game with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that game is on the channel.
It might be.
I'm pretty sure.
If anyone
we have
wants
a game
to
with
see
him on
one of the worst battle reports in the history.
Yeah, we have 3 of the worst battle reports that you can possibly watch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're missing the live streams, go watch those. That'll work for you.
With 2 fully painted armies, though, I think they can probably expect a battle report or 2 in the new year.
Absolutely. Yep, that's one of the big things that I want to do. I think doing battle reports would be really fun.
Ah,
and I think we could do
everywhere.
Oh no. I think we can do marginally better than before.
Mm-hmm. I got so much glue on his face. There, finally. I hate it when people go crazy bidding for the first day, and then the auction just sits with no bids for 5 days, and then goes crazy again last minute.
Yeah. Good old eBay.
Yeah, I like it when the bidding stays low and then I win.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Remember? It was when we were just starting back up again, and we were like, it'd be really nice to get a better lens for our cameras, and I just perfectly easily got that lens. No fighting with other bidders. I mean, I think there was one other person, and I got it for like an incredibly cheap price, and it was insane. I've never had that, where like nobody's aggressive about it, and I just win. Usually, there's a little back and forth. People are annoying. People bid just like more than they should because they like the thrill of winning.
TK3
I remember
Prince.
when I was a young lad, I I I wanted a new laptop, and I remember staying up until 4 a.m. to bid on it, and then I lost, and that sucked.
TK3 Prince. I like perfection in my work, but I am not a sore loser. There is always someone better and always someone worse. And in most Celtic artwork of note has one mistake in the artwork, placed on purpose. Ah. Well, then was it really a mistake? TK3 Prince. How long is the stream today? Oh my goodness, look at the time.
Yeah, we're way over.
Time flies when you're having fun. We're
Yeah.
gonna wrap it up. We did a long stream on Thursday and a long stream yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up a little bit. Joy Flores, what lens? Nothing too crazy. It was just a telephoto lens for the Canon camera. I think it has it's a 55 to 200 millimeter lens. It's pretty good. And yeah, so we're gonna be back streaming January 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Right, look, I got a Scopec Lord based.
Yeah, look at that. And we'll also be releasing a video about all the changes too.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night. We'll see you January 18th.